Krishna Kumar Karwa is now joining us from Emkay. Krishna, good morning. Thanks a lot for joining us. Krishna, of course, is the Managing Director at Emkay Global. Krishna, what's been your sense of the market move over the last 2 or 3 months? There's been Nifty, which has been making new all-time highs, but some profit taking in the broader market. What would be your call now?
Good morning, and thank you for inviting me on your show. Yeah, right, Anuj, what you said is that there has been some profit taking which has happened in the broad market in the last 2 months. So if you look at from a last 6-7 months perspective, your small cap indices, they have been outperforming the large cap indices big time. And in the last 1 month, we have seen that there has been a decent amount of profit taking as far as the small mid cap stocks are concerned. And we have seen some good moves happening in the large cap indices. I think the gap between the two in terms of valuations and the performance was too huge to be ignored. And so some rotation of money has happened into the large cap indices. And it's a very good sign that the over exuberance which was seen in the small cap and mid cap stocks, so some money has been taken off the table and we have seen decent corrections in many stocks. I mean, almost 20-25%, 50 to 25% corrections have taken place in many of the small cap, mid cap stocks. So that puts the exuberance in check. But I think we are in the midst of a small correction as in a bigger bull market. So investors should do well to look to invest in the small mid cap stocks from a medium term perspective.
Okay, that's interesting. So Krishna, good morning. Just to take that point forward, you don't at any point feel that this market is getting a bit overheated, that there could be some froth in the mid-cap space? And how does one approach it, say, over the next 6 months?
Good morning. No, I don't think so. So there has been some froth which has got created, and that is why we have seen some corrections. But small and mid-cap stocks are basically to be invested in on a bottom-up basis. As I have been saying, like quite a few times in your shows, that this is the time when you need to be very careful in terms of what kind of a portfolio are you creating. There is a lot of exuberance and the tendency to bring down the quality of your portfolio is very high. So if you are vigilant on that front, in terms of what kind of companies you are investing in terms of valuations, in terms of the opportunities, then there is no risk in investing in the small mid-cap stocks even now, because in a growing economy, and if you believe that the economy should do well in the next 2-3 years, both from a global perspective and local perspective, then your small mid-cap stocks will obviously give you much better returns than your large cap stocks. Even if you look at from a 5-year perspective, the small mid-cap indices, the returns that they have given is almost at par with what your large cap indices have given. So there is no outperformance on a 5-year basis as far as the small cap, mid-cap stocks are concerned.
Okay. By the way, there is a lot of pressure now building up on Bharti. So early on in the morning, it's already down 2%, and the worries would be around that fundraising plan. We don't have any clarity because the exchange notification said that it could be equity-related instruments or debt or a combination of all of them. So we need to watch out for more clarity on the 29th. That's when the board is going to meet. Krishna, good morning. I mean, you won't talk about individual stocks, I know, but overall on telecom, given the slight indication of some tariff hikes that we've seen, do you have a positive inclination, or do you think the run-up doesn't leave much on the table?
So from an event-based perspective, I think everybody is expecting a tariff hike soon. So there is an opportunity where you could possibly see one pop up. But if you look at telecom from a longer-term perspective, in a market where there are 2.5 players and still they are not able to, or they don't want to raise tariffs, and we possibly have the lowest tariff rates in the world, that shows that the competition is not commercial. There is something more than what average minority investors can understand. So maybe trade, yes, definitely. But can it be a long-term investment? Definitely not.
Okay, fair enough. The market, by the way, is getting a bit volatile. The bank Nifty has recovered from the low point. The broader market for third day running is actually now beginning to outperform. That's been one good thing, which is helping some of the retail investors, because there was a lot of wounds in the broader market, and they have started to heal a little bit. So let's see how that one moves. Krishna, there's been quite a bit of correction in some of the cement names. names like Shree Cement, etc. Any thoughts here?
So broadly, we are very positive and bullish on the whole cement sector. I think if you see the numbers in the last quarter in terms of the profitability, in terms of the capacity utilization, everything is on at par. And the balance sheets of many of these majors is as robust as ever. And going forward, also, we believe that the infra spending from the government and private sector capex, etc., so also augurs well for the overall cement sector. What we have seen possibly is that there has been some corrections in some of the stocks from their recent tops. But from a medium-term perspective, we are very, very positive on many of the cement companies. And I believe that some of the mid-sized companies, the valuations there are very attractive and they should give you much better returns than maybe the larger caps.
Okay, they should give you much better returns. There are a lot of these spaces, the emerging spaces that are doing well. There's renewable energy, there is the whole electric vehicle theme. There are new age tech plays as well, new listings to the likes of Zomato, etc. Where do you see the next trigger come from? Where do you see the next leader come from in this market?
So in terms of, there are opportunities to invest in new age companies. So we have seen one of the food retailing majors getting listed and the kind of response that this IPO got and subsequently also. So my judgment is that a few more such similar kind of listings, they will, because for lack of too many opportunities, they will continue to be driving the investor focus. So some of them could be there, but I think more than that, I think the fintech opportunity where we have seen one of the NBFCs which has got a massive technology edge, that seems to be emerging as a leader in that space. So my judgment is that one of these companies could become a massive outperformer going forward also.
Okay, sorry, I lost you there a bit, Krishna. I don't know if we discussed this, but what's your view on the mid-cap IT and the digital stocks where we've seen such a massive rally?
Yeah, I think as far as the whole IT space is concerned, there is no doubt about the business opportunity that they enjoy in terms of the order inflow and that. So my judgment is that the only challenge that many of these IT companies face is about the attrition levels, which have gone very high. But if the business tailwinds are very strong, then they should be having good pricing power also. And whenever any sector is in tailwinds, obviously the large cap companies will do well. But the bigger delta will always come in the mid-sized companies, which are able to grow faster than the industry average. Some of it is possibly already reflected in many of the valuations of the mid-market IT companies. But as long as the tailwinds are strong, I still believe that the mid-market IT companies could outperform as far as the stock market performance is concerned.
Okay. So that's on the mid-cap IT space. Another space I wanted to discuss with you was pharma. I mean, not just the traditional pharma names, but some of these other spaces like hospitals, diagnostics that have done remarkably well. Apollo Hospitals, for example, and now so many of them are sort of getting into the e-commerce space in a big way, in the sense of this Apollo Hospitals, for example, with 24/7. Do you think there is a lot more to be eked out here for shareholders? I mean, would you put fresh money to work in this space?
It's a wide spectrum as far as many of the hospital valuations of some of the majors are expensive. So maybe in terms of the opportunity, there is no doubt. But in terms of returns that the shareholders can make, many of these highly valued or more expensive hospital chains would be very difficult to envisage. But having said that, I think the acquisition of Thyrocare by a private equity funded enterprise, I think that is something which is very interesting. So my judgment is that the diagnostic space could possibly see more action, and how disruptive that sector can be is to be seen. But having said that, I think there is an opportunity in some of the mid-sized hospital chains and diagnostic companies.
Okay, the Bank Nifty is about to turn in the green, so that's the expiry play for you. A couple of these retail names, Krishna, whether it's Trent or AB Fashions, they've started to do really well. Trent in particular. Again, I know you won't talk stocks, but what's your view on some of these retail names?
We are positive on this, on the opportunity in the retail name. I believe that as things open up and there should be a good pickup in sales for many of these companies. They have done a lot of cost cutting over the last 12 to 18 months. And as work from home become work from office, so we should see a lot of sales picking up generally. And the valuations of many of these companies are reasonable versus their historical averages. So, and many of these companies have been able to raise equity. So overall, the space looks interesting from a reopen or a generally life back to normal kind of an opportunity.
Okay, well, Krishna, thank you so much for joining us. We would have loved to chat some more, but it was a pleasure speaking with you, and we hope
Thank
to
you.
chat very soon. That's the word coming in on the markets. The broader markets are seeing a correction, which is a healthy sign. It's